Welcome, everybody. I'm Dylan.
I'm Elle.
And we both love soup. Well, today was the eclipse.
Yes, it was very anticlimactic eclipse. Say that 3 times fast.
Well, in Southern California, it was really only partial. And I know a lot of people, including one of our friends, actually trekked to Texas to be there for the full eclipse. I haven't talked to anyone who was there for that.
I have a lot of family and friends in the path because, you know, being from Wisconsin, I have a lot of Ohio and Michigan, and that's the path it took, right?
Yeah, it kind of cut. It was a weird,
excuse me,
weird
choking
path
on my drink.
the country. But yeah, here it didn't really change the color outside.
No,
it was
didn't
just
even
kinda...
dim the lights. I was expecting it to be bigger than it was. I don't know why. I don't know why.
But
we had a bigger one, 6 years ago?
6 years ago. It was definitely where it got dark out here.
Darker,
but
not dark, but darker.
And then you read about a lot of the crazies talking about what
the
eclipse and
like
some of the religious
all this
connotations.
biblical references. I suppose the trajectory of the last three make a letter that is some significance in the Bible and blah, 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 blah. It's like an Armageddon or second coming of Christ thing or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but kind of a non-event.
You can find
Monday
something in
work
anything.
Day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of blah.
Monday. I got a bad case of the Mondays.
I seriously had a case of the Mondays, and work has been work, and a word that sums up my work life lately would be sputtle. And sputtle is an actual word.
Not to be confused with spittle,
spittle.
Which is what I have a lot of.
Sputtle, S-P-U-D-D-L-E, appropriately means to be extremely busy while achieving nothing.
Yes.
And that is just seriously summarizing like how things have been going for me. I'm busy. I feel very busy, but nothing's accomplished.
I don't even feel busy, and I'm accomplishing nothing.
That's better.
So at least
than
you're accomplishing something.
I know.
Or at least you're.
I don't know. Being busy.
You have the illusion of accomplishing something, I guess.
Yeah. So I've been sputtling along. But
I've just been spittling.
Yeah. And with the sputtling, one of the things that overcomes me about this time of year is spring cleaning.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Not in like the traditional full-on sense per se, but just I'm finding weird things to do. Like today I cleaned out the trunk of my car.
That's always a good thing to do.
I
don't have a trunk in my car.
So many blankets in the trunk of my car.
So many grocery bags.
And umbrellas.
Oh, umbrellas. Now that we bought 2 more,
I was looking for umbrellas the other day. We went to the mountain bike race. I had 2 really epically good umbrellas just sitting.
We couldn't find ours when we went to the mountain bike race, so we bought 2. Then of course I found the 2 that we couldn't find.
I have way more umbrellas than a Southern California person should have now.
No,
but
really
my trunk is pretty clean at this juncture. Another one I did was another closet clean out.
I did another closet clean out too.
I did I do that at the beginning of the year, actually midway through last year. I turned the hangers around and did that thing where
I did that too.
If I haven't touched it since then, and or if it absolutely doesn't fit me anymore, it got either into the Poshmark pile, the donate pile, or the it's not even worthy of donating. And I didn't really have anything in the not worthy of donating because I'd already culled.
Yeah, mine
closet.
is pretty much all donatable these days because if I have like a shirt, kind of like I'm wearing, if I have a shirt that's getting worn, rather than donated, it turns into jammies. You know, like a T-shirt kind of thing.
It makes it pass through the jammy cycle.
Pass through the jammy cycle.
Yeah, I had a couple that did that.
I did cull my bras quite a bit. My
bras
and
you're
sports
supposed to get new bras every year.
No, that doesn't happen. But I did. I actually went through and I was like, these are the ones I never reach for. I wear them when I'm out of clean bras, but like. They're never my go-to bras, and so I finally did another order on Halara, and I got like 4 more of the really soft, butter soft sports bra-y things.
And don't you feel better when you have a nice bra on?
Yes.
Even if it's like you.
And I had to sew the stupid biscuits. Going back to the biscuits discussion, I had to sew the damn biscuits. Spent most of Saturday morning sewing biscuits into my stupid bras.
Tacking the biscuit.
Yes.
Now, how do you tack the biscuit so that it doesn't create a pucker in the biscuit? I've never asked you your technique.
It's a layer on the top, and then the biscuit is sandwiched, so I can actually just pull the top layer off and sew right on the. on the sewing machine. And then I broke my sewing machine, which I've just ordered.
Oh, so you don't hand tack it. You do a sewing machine.
The only time I hand tack is if it doesn't have that extra layer of protection.
Yeah. I thought you were hand tacking all these things.
No, I do have some, like, I buy these Calvin Klein ones at Nordstrom Rack that I really like because they're just like light little nothings. Sweet little nothings. And those I have to tack because it's just 2 layers of fabric with a biscuit in between. So there's no machine sewing allowed.
But yeah, closet clean out. Good. You can see how much I got rid of because of how many extra hangers I have. And
that's the crazy thing is I keep buying hangers, and if I would just cull my wardrobe a little bit more often, I would have plenty of
hangers. But
yeah. Anyway.
Gonna have to pump the brakes because I had quite a few things that I bought as late as last year that because I still lost more weight don't work. Oh, nothing worse than like that one cabbie velvet jacket. I think I wore it once.
Oh, did I tell you the brand new cabbie blouse, the baby blue one? I washed. It should not have been washed. It's now too small. I am so pissed. I should have looked at the label. It's linen. What the heck was I thinking? This is why I buy everything so big, because I wash everything. And
maybe we reach out to her. You might.
I don't. She doesn't like me. Like she doesn't seem to want to return anything.
But that really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, it's not like completely unwearable. It's just
you don't like being hugged.
I got a little bit of a
gappy,
a gap, which I never have. I never have the boob gap in a blouse. But yeah, such a bummer. I mean, if maybe I washed it and stretched it a little bit, it might be okay. Because you can do that with linen. Right, yeah. Like I have linen pants that I literally have Casey take one end of and I take the other and pull, and it makes them long enough, My sister taught me that trick. My sister's 6 feet tall, and when I was in high school, she used to drag me, or grade school, she used to drag me around on the floor with her jeans to get them long enough because she's all legs. I never had that problem. Anyway, sorry, I'm choking today.
And another one I started on too is just kind of going through my jewelry cabinet.
Oh, I did that too.
Yeah, and just which ones do I not have the mate to have all the little backings? And
again, I went with what do I never go to? These are my never go to. They're always uncomfortable. They're just not anything I would wear. I bought either they were given to me or I bought them on a whim or something and just didn't like them.
It can be kind of painful when you do it because if you start doing the math on some of that stuff.
That's the worst.
But then when it's gone, I do feel better.
The only bad thing is when you go, oh, where's that? I want to wear that one shirt, and you realize, oh yeah, that made it into the Goodwill bin, and
bye-bye. Or worse yet, you ditch something and then you wind up turning around and
buying
something.
It again. That's almost the exact same thing. Yep. We've all done there. We've been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
Yep.
So spring cleaning. Mm-hmm. Better than taxes.
Sorry, I'm making a lot of slurping noises with my drink.
And then another interesting thing. So we just came off of Easter, and there must have been an epically good Easter Mass at my mom's church because, man, all of a sudden she felt like she needed to start talking to me like nothing had happened and was just saying, well, family, we're
Somebody
family.
Gave her a bad case of the Catholic guilt?
Evidently, but it didn't include an apology.
Yeah.
So kind of odd, but it's like she's texting me now like she always has with random, hey, I'm thinking about buying these shoes. Miranda was on one of the text chains. It must have gone 20 deep. Did you finally silence it after a while?
It was silenced from the beginning. I hate to admit it, but
you were smart. Oh my, about which shoes and size.
Oh, is this for the wedding?
Yeah.
She was asking what shoes she should wear.
I was just busy at the time, and I knew it was going to go down a train of I didn't even think about it being like the first time she's talked to you in a while. To me, I was like, oh, I can't talk to her right
but
now.
It was.
And
think about it.
Yeah.
But then when I went back to the messages, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
That was 50 messages.
It was.
Of 2 people who haven't spoken, and it was just, where'd you buy this? Where's the link? How much was it?
Yeah.
Where'd you buy it?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can't do that.
That and I also think too that the introspection from Greg's memorial, maybe that also because I had to talk. I had reached out to her for that, so that kind of started our last reach out was death in the family. But then now it's like open hunting season. She is texting me constantly, sending me pictures of her and Jim from the nights. But and I don't know how I feel about it.
It's all back to normal again.
Because I didn't get an apology.
Well,
but then
I haven't gotten an apology. Maybe it's an age thing. I haven't gotten an apology either from
that's right. You're
a friend
owed
of
an
ours.
apology. So
I feel
I'm just going to roll with
apology.
it. But I forgot how time consuming sometimes that can be.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at, which I guess is better than the alternative. Hey,
I mean, especially going into
Don't hug me
Miranda's
at the
wedding,
airport.
you don't want it to be like awkward.
No, I didn't. And I thought I had done everything I could when, it was the visit. So it healed itself, or sort of healed itself. What would you say? It's been cauterized. I'm going to say our relationship is cauterized. It is not openly bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
The patient is not going to die, but is it necessarily the healthiest?
Is it more like Staples?
Yeah, it's Staples.
It's more like Staples. Cauterized implies a much more finished product.
Except who got burned.
Yes,
I feel like
exactly.
I got burned.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, well, our theme for today is we tried it part 2. So I think in episode 3 we went through some things. Today we've got about seven things or so perhaps we're going to go through that we tried. Either we were enticed by an Instagram or a Facebook ad, or
Sucked in.
a friend had told us about it, or just in utter desperation to solve a problem, we went with something. So why don't you start off with your hair colors?
And of course, I forgot the names of both of them. And I guess I used 2 different brands. So when I had dyed my hair pink, it was like cotton candy pink, in between the appointments, the pink sort of bleeds out pretty quickly. And I bought just an online on Amazon glaze pink, and I washed it in. And when I first put it in my hair, it was like fuchsia. And then within a couple days, it washed out to almost the exact same pinky color, bubblegum color that my stylist charged me $300 to put in. So, and then this red, or what color is my hair? Copper color that my hair currently is, again, by the 4th week, 5th week, somewhere in there, it starts to look a little dull and whatever. And so I did the same thing. I bought a copper color of a different brand, but
Is this Amazon-y, or did you go to
but Amazon-y, totally Amazon. And I washed it in, and the day that we went to the tennis,
the
Paravis Open, it was too bright. I realized I had not washed enough of it out. But within a couple days, it
was what
washed
you
out
wanted.
to almost the exact same color again.
Is it something you use like every 2 weeks?
I would think
cycle?
maybe once a month. I mean, if I decide not to go back to getting my hair done, I could do this myself.
I know I
problem is
use
have to have
Madison
lighting
Reed's
first.
version that you can get either through Madison Reed online, or at Ulta even has it for like when you, it's almost like a chocolate gloss,
Right.
That I'll pull through mine. It doesn't, you won't notice probably when I do it because it's dark hair, unlike yours. But I find those glosses because they're color depositing,
Right.
versus other colors which sometimes are more stripping. And
This
your
is
hair
actually
feels better.
I feel like my hair feels better. Yeah,
It does.
and
It
it's
thickens
pretty
it up.
amazing. And they, it shines it up. There's an extra.
Well,
little
we'll have
gloss.
to put on the Instagram the link
I know.
to said
Sorry,
hair
Kinda-
stuff.
I don't do my homework very well.
Well, with
I'm good at
Amazon
that.
too, it's almost better to have the links because you could say the name and then you go down this weird rabbit hole. Everyone, whenever you recommend something on Amazon,
Right.
says, "Send me the link."
I do think the copper color might have just been called glaze. I could be wrong on that, but
Hair glazes.
yeah,
But
something.
yeah,
like
they're all the rage now. There's a lot of them out there, and
that. Anyway, so that was I tried it twice, 2 different products, and really liked it.
well, one thing that I broke down, and this was definitely an Instagram bombarded me one, was the lash perm kit.
I know, and I was quite jealous.
And so I bought it and tried it, and it is literally that. It is taking like a perm solution, and your lashes stick to this little curved pad, and then after you've got them all sticky there, you put the perm solution on for about 10 minutes, put a little cellophane over it, and kind of sit there and go, man, this is weird. And then
Which is why I haven't bought it.
then you put the neutralizer on, and then you take it off, and it looks like you would use an eyelash curler, and it curls your lashes. I will say now that I did that, 3-4 weeks ago, the weird thing that's happening now is I feel like as the lashes are growing, they're kind of going, every morning I have to kind of comb them and put them back in place because they're going a little wild.
Oh, really?
So I don't know.
Lashes gone wild.
The lashes gone wild. I don't know if I need to re-perm them and put them back in their
Probably,
place.
because it doesn't say like
It
3
says
weeks?
you're supposed to do, I have to read the instructions again. So,
Yeah. Well, and I got on after I'd seen what yours looked like. I got on to Amazon. I didn't want to buy it from the company because I hate, the credit card, blah blah blah. So I got onto Amazon. At one point, I had it in my inbox to buy, and then the next time I went in to, and I never pulled the trigger, and I went in to buy it, and it was sold out. And
I thought Casey deleted it from your.
No, he probably would have, but no.
So I would say because it seriously looked like full on. I was able to go weeks and weeks without mascara. Haven't put on Lashify or anything. It's awkward to do. It takes a little getting used to. I would say when you do it, take your time as you're putting your lashes on the little glue pad, because where you put them is how they're going to then be. So if you and I've seen some people who've like, no, I didn't pay attention to that one, and then like one is curled and the other's not. It's not expensive. It was, I think, like a $30 kit
or something,
and it came with lash tint, which I don't need, being
which I
brunette.
use.
But and it came with a lash tint, so you like after you did the neutralizing, they say put the tint on for a couple minutes, and then bam, you're done. So the kit lets you do it, I think 4 times for $30. It comes with different level of curl.
Maybe we should just do it. I should just use one of yours.
You should just use one of mine. Once you use the little curl, so it comes with like 4 different curl patterns. And so if you have a favorite curl pattern, the problem is once you use it, that one's done.
Oh, you can't reuse the same.
It's sticky. So like when you peel off the thing, it's a little piece of rubber that's sticky. So it comes with like 2 per size.
Oh, that's kind of.
So that's one thing. Maybe once you get into it, you can or say, "Oh, I love the M1 size, so I'm only going to have M1." But anyway, I recommend trying it if you have medium to long lashes. It seriously looks like, whoa.
What if you have short, crappy eyelashes?
As long as it can reach the sticky part, I think you'll be fine.
That's the other thing I was concerned about is my lack of eyelash. Yeah. Just like I'd just waste money on it because it just wouldn't do.
Yeah, but I give it, I'd say, probably a 4 out of 5. And what's keeping it from a 5 out of 5 is I haven't, right now I've got, like I said, some rogue lashes and don't know if that's a problem, something I've done. And also, it's kind of cumbersome to do. I mean, you got this perm solution near your eye, and then
that was
earmarked 30 minutes to do it.
Yeah, 2 reasons why I didn't want to do
30 uncomfortable minutes, because I mean the stuff.
Like, you know how much trouble I have with my eyes already.
I wouldn't say it stung badly, but like where I messed up and it got a little too close to the inner eye, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that out of there, because I mean it's essentially perm solution. It smells like perm solution. So those.
Well, I have trouble when I tint my eyelashes by myself. I have the same thing. It's like, oh my god, now my eyes are watering and the stuff is running down my eyes, and it's lovely.
Yes, I will post a picture of myself on Instagram. As I laid in bed with it, I took a selfie so you can see what it looks like that way. But so it's 4 out of 5. The concept is great because when in those first 3 weeks, I didn't wear any mascara. I did nothing to my lashes, and they looked great.
They did. I will contest to that.
All right. Pivoting straight to a completely different topic, let's talk about laundry detergent.
Oh, yeah. So I have very sensitive skin, so I have to be very careful about what I use detergent-wise. And then I'm also like an eco-Nazi, so I do not like to use anything that comes in plastic. I try not to buy anything in plastic and things like that. So I have tried many, many, many different laundry detergents. And so far, I have landed on, what's the name of mine?
You use those little sheets.
No, they're not sheets. They're drops.
Oh, little drops pods.
Are they called drops?
It's with 2 P's, though. It's like
DROPPS. Yes. And so it's not only my laundry detergent, it's my dishwasher detergent. And it comes in a cardboard box, so no plastic there. And then they're little pods that dissolve. So and I think it's an organic-y pod, not a plastic-y pod.
Yeah, no phosphates.
No phosphates and things like that. And so, and I don't end up itchy. They're great. The dishwash detergent is also great. And then I also got the whitening, the what are they called? Boost.
Yeah, it's
Oxy Boost.
Probably like bicarbonate.
Yeah, like an Oxy Boost tablet drop, and those two are great. They're whitening up my whites a little bit more than usual.
So, do you find overall, would you say they're more expensive or same cost as like Tide Pods?
It's been so long since I bought Tide Pods, I have no idea. I did try the little ones that would just the sheets you were
sheets
talking
to
about.
dissolve, yeah.
Those made me itch like crazy. I don't know what's in those. That it must be like the binding agent or something in those. Because I had high hopes for those. Because again, those are very small packaging.
Yeah,
not
in
a
a
lot-
little box.
Yeah.
Earth Breeze sheets. I had tried those too. I had trouble with getting them to dissolve quite so
Right.
well. I
and
felt like it
think
really wasn't.
I had that
creamy.
problem too. Is they every once in a while you'd get a load of laundry and it would be stuck in there to your jeans or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of different sheet companies. I'm tempted to try others, but I'm a big fan of two in particular. One is called Dirty Labs, and that's not even a tab. It's a pump, and you fill up this little silicone cup with, it's like 15 pumps per load, and you throw the little silicone cup right into the machine, and
That sounds kind of interesting, except the pump thing is probably plastic.
It's glass. No, it's a.
Oh,
it's
really?
When they send it to you to refill, it's an aluminum
Really?
container. Yeah. So I've been using Dirty Labs now for about 2 months. Another one that I'm a fan
you like
of.
it?
I do. I like Dirty Labs, but what I'm finding I'm doing is doing a little bit of Dirty Labs and a little bit of this next one, which is called Laundry Sauce. And Laundry Sauce is known for not only being very eco, but just decadent scents. And so, like, the one I have right now is like French saffron.
Oh, is that the ones you gave me a sample
Yes,
of?
I gave you a
Those
couple,
made me
but-
itch, but I love they smell fantastic.
amazingly
I mean, they
good
really
smelling.
do. If I could
And-
get away with the itchies, I would totally.
And they
love
come with, like, they have a little scent booster that you can throw in there and whatever. But I've been liking my combination of Laundry Sauce and Dirty Labs. And from a cost perspective, initially it's, kind of expensive because you're buying it all at once. And I think a box of Laundry Sauce is like $35 and such. But I don't think it's any more expensive than Tide Pods.
I was going to say, I don't think my little drops are that much more,
Yeah.
if more expensive at all. I mean, especially because I'm buying them on Amazon, which I hate to say, but
Well, almost all of these, you can go direct to their site, but they also do a resell on Amazon, and it's often the same price as whatever they'd be doing on their direct to site, and it's like you get it through Amazon.
well, and I also so I order my, off the topic of laundry detergent, I order my Philosophy face soap through Amazon, and a couple times it has come broken open. And if, like, I imagine the same thing could happen if I ordered it directly from Nordstrom's or directly from Philosophy, but or wherever. But Amazon just makes it so easy to return
Rectifying,
things.
yes.
They just are so good about returning
you
things.
message them and they say, "So sorry that happened to you. Would you like a replacement, refund, whatever?" And you go to the. So, but yeah, laundry detergent. I think that it's definitely worth looking into alternatives to, and most of these have like no color to them too.
Right.
You look at these Tide Pods, and it's like you're tinting this stuff so clearly. Oh, look, it's pretty, it's blue, it's green, it's whatever. I don't need my pod to look.
Right. I
to
do
look
wonder if, like, the purple in the Tide Pod is like the purple I put in
your
my
day of
hair,
teeth.
or it's like
Neutralizes yellow.
neutralizes yellow, so it just makes things look whiter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And maybe it's because I don't like wear a lot of white anymore, just because it's so fraught with having dogs and such. But I don't.
Well, look at
I
the
don't
difference.
have a big concern
Look at the
about my
difference
whites.
between this T-shirt that I've had forever and the brand new
Yeah.
white bra. I mean, that gives you an indication of, there's a big difference in my whites.
Yeah, whites don't ever
Old
last
whites
more than
versus
a year.
new
That's why I
whites,
was
it's true.
buying those tank tops. Oh, I did get my latest Temu order. Came last week, and I gave you your little knife, and I had just a lot of miscellaneous things in there.
You still like the Temu?
I still like the Temu. It was like the whole order was.
Didn't it take forever to get
This
here?
one did. It took 2.5 weeks for this order.
it's way too long.
But the reason, and they did do a whole little apology about it, is because I ordered those knives. I guess it's a different kind of shipping they can use than other things. So they, like when I originally didn't have the knives in the cart, the shipping was going to take X amount of time. The minute I put those little knives in the cart, they're like, oh, now we have to change the carrier to something else, and it added a week to it. So I thought that was kind of odd.
It has to be checked by
Who knows?
Homeland Security.
But I love
You're
those
sending knives in the mail.
Those little,
itty bitty
it's
little
like a little
knives.
razor blade
They're
with the
great
ceramic
little-
blade. It's
yeah.
so perfect to open up all the myriad of packages I get. But I threw in a couple T-shirts, a couple more of my white tanks because I mean, at $4 a tank, geez. I had like little dishwashing gloves that were in there. Oh, pot scrapers, because Ed had stolen my pot scraper to clean like carburetor on his motorcycle, and I'm like. Great, my little Pampered Chef one that I've had for years, and I got one from Temu, and I like it better. It's bigger. It's got a. I'm like, oh, I love my pot scrapers. So Temu order. That's my 4th one I've done. Was another raging success. $50.
You love your Temu.
Love my Temu. Now, we are always trying different beauty products, and I know you've tried one which the name of made me laugh every time you've said it.
Sorry, I just shoved a whole cherry in my mouth. She makes these really good drinks with cherries in them, and I can't. And I have sucked through my drink, so it's sucked at my bottom. Okay, the name of the product is Wrinkles Schminkles, which I think is hilarious. And so I'm sure most people have seen these ads. I saw it on Facebook or wherever, but they pop up all the time. And what these are their pads that they have something hyaluronic acid. I don't know what's on them.
Yeah.
And you stick them on your forehead and you stick them on your wrinkle patches and you sleep in it.
I think you used one the other day, didn't you, Miranda?
No.
Oh, I thought you showed me a picture of yourself wearing a mask.
No, that was the Neutrogena Hydra Boost mask.
Oh.
Duh.
Might be something similar. Anyway, so you stick them on yourself, and then you see the pictures, the before and after pictures online.
Yeah.
They peel that thing off, and it looks like they've got
Flawless,
new skin.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Obviously, that's photoshopped because I didn't get that kind of results at all. So my Wrinkles Schminkles, I think I tried 2 or 3 nights in a row, and they're not very comfortable to sleep in. That's the other thing.
And that's I didn't realize you had to sleep them. I've seen the ones where you put them on for like 30 minutes and
also,
watch TV.
I tried that too. I tried putting it on for like an hour or 2 while I was watching TV, and again, no results. So those have gone to that place in my drawer where all the things go that you buy and try.
Another thing that needs spring cleaning, the makeup.
The makeup
graveyard,
drawer definitely needs spring cleaning.
for sure. So Wrinkles Schminkles is a thumbs down.
That was kind of a thumbs down. I mean, I feel like I should give it the old college try and try it again, just because, I mean, I spent money on it. Hate spending money on things that don't work.
Speaking of things that college try, it's been a few more weeks. How's Pro Vitalize doing? Are you still taking it, or are you done with it? Remember you were going to give it the full 90 days?
Pro Vitalize. Oh, the vitamins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm still taking them. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm taking so much shit right now. Taking so much stuff right now that I have no idea what's working and what isn't. And so I told Dylan recently, I'm due to have my colonoscopy in a couple weeks. I am going to go off everything for the week before my colonoscopy.
You are totally cleansing.
I'm
You're
totally
doing a liver
cleansing.
cleanse.
Yeah.
Then going off all your drugs,
Yeah.
and then you're getting the actual colonoscopy cleanse.
And
You're
that's
going to be
really
squeaky
flush.
clean.
I'm going to not want to eat anything because
I know.
my colon will be so clean. But so that'll be a test because my plan is to sort of introduce things in one drug at a time to see like what is really working because I'm spending a fortune on this shit. And
How many pills would you say you take in a day?
first I say 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, probably 20.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I have really expensive
That is
pee.
Yes, that is a lot.
The most expensive pee in the world. That's me. But yeah, 2 of those a day are the Pro Vitalize, which
It's literally liquid gold.
it is liquid gold.
I'm sorry. You laid that out there for me.
I'm sorry. And I missed it. I didn't realize.
Softballed that up there for me.
Didn't realize what you were talking about. Yes.
So,
Okay.
jury's still out on Pro Vitalize.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. As long as we're talking about wrinkles, another thing that I wound up buying was, and I think the versions of these are everywhere, those little electric stimulating things that supposedly help your sagging jawline or
Wrinkles.
wrinkles and your
Forehead
hockey sticks.
wrinkles, yes.
And it's like 2 little round conductors and this little device, and you turn it on. There's different levels, and it does electromagnetic currents that supposedly, force your muscles to fire and tighten everything up. Like, hey, science sounds great. I'm going to give this thing a whirl.
And my esthetician used to do this on me.
Yep. So it's a tool. Well, bought it. It may work, but both Elle and I use this thing, and it makes your teeth hurt.
Yeah, it has some, and what's so funny is it happened when my esthetician did it as well, and she said, I've never heard that before, which blows my mind considering both Dylan and I have the exact same reaction to this thing. It's like chewing on a paperclip. It's like zinging your fillings, or like, it's really painful. I don't know what it is. It's
I don't know either. And I tried powering through. It's like beauty's pain, beauty's pain.
Yes.
So I'm like, every time I'd look at it, I'd feel guilty. Like, I should be using that, but I don't want my teeth to hurt.
And then she gave it to me to try to do the same thing. And I said the same thing, beauty's pain, I'm going to power through. And I did the same thing. I just felt like this is not worth it. I also had a really hard time getting a slathing enough of the
hydro. You have to use a serum that can conduct.
It's almost like ultrasound cream.
It is.
Ultrasound
and
stuff.
So it's a glide across your skin.
The goop that you have to put on your face.
It's like a niacinamide serum that is.
You have to put so much of this on to get the thing to zing, and then it zings and it hurts your teeth.
And then it hurts your teeth.
Yeah, we both were like a thumbs down on that one.
Does it work? We don't know, because neither of us can
use it long enough
to use it. But so if anyone's had any success with the face sculptor, let us know. But it's in the drawer. It's in the graveyard. Now. So
I also bought my esthetician also did micro needling on me, and so I bought my own little micro needling roll, and again, it hurts. It's actually easier to take it when somebody else is doing it on you than it is to try to do it to yourself,
because inflicting pain.
I'm like, ow, yes, this hurts. I don't want to do it anymore.
Well, it's like getting your brows tweezed. It's like I sit there and I'm like, tweezing my brows, but I can go get my brows tweezed, and they sit there and they take out 10 hairs at once. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
I agree. Yeah. So
a face sculptor, that's gonna get bye-bye.
So while beauty is pain, I don't like pain.
Yeah. There's only so much pain we're gonna take.
Yeah.
And so let's see, pivoting to something completely unrelated to everything else we talked about. I found a brand of socks that are no-show, no-slip socks that are the greatest no-show, no-slip socks ever.
Really?
And they're called Ondo, O-N-D-O.
Ondo.
So I love Bombas for like my regular sports socks. We
do like
love the Bombas. Not only the quality of the Bombas, but they have a lifetime guarantee. And any damage, any loss, any damage, you just take a picture or you describe it to an email, and they will then put in your account.
Doesn't Bombas also donate?
Yeah, 1-in-1. So you buy a pair and they donate.
So it's a really good company.
Super good company. And I can tell you,
they're expensive socks, but they do last forever.
It's perpetual socks. So like my dog chewed one. I have a drawer. So all of my dead Bombas go into this drawer, and about twice a year, I lay them all out. I take a picture. I send it to the Bombas email address and say, I have these 10 pairs of socks that just didn't make it. They then send me a store credit for 10 pairs of socks. And I turn around and get more. I gave them as one of my favorite
warranty
things.
Train.
It is a warranty train for socks. Gave them as my favorite things for the
which is
the
why I
holiday
have them.
gift.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have them.
And just don't let the price of Bombas scare you. They're totally worth it. But Bombas doesn't make a really good, truly no-show sock. When I say no-show, it's you have a sock on and it looks like you have no sock on. There you kind of see the lip of my one.
You are wearing socks.
I am wearing socks.
I see. I could not have told you that.
And
she's
these
wearing socks.
Ondos, they have knockoffs on Amazon. Tried those. Don't work. Trust me and spend the money to get an Ondo sock. Buy them in a 3-pack. Buy them in a 6-pack, because these will be the socks.
I have never liked no-show socks because I feel like these slide down, and
these don't slide down.
You're absolutely
slide down.
Guaranteeing that they're not going to slide down.
Do not slide down.
Well, the other problem I have with socks that don't slide down, like the Bombas are great socks. They're tight on my feet and they hurt.
These come in, so mine I'm wearing are the size 10/13.
It's not a size thing. It's just something about the weave of them. I don't know what it is. Well, I just feel like tight socks.
I would give you a pair of my Ondos to try, but they will fall right off of you because their size.
Your feet are. You and I have opposite size feet.
Yes, my size 11 feet would not work on your size 6 feet. But seriously, best no-show socks. You'll see ones that you think look like them on Amazon. No, don't be suckered. Not worth it. These do not budge. And get a wardrobe of whites, get a wardrobe of the black or the grays. And they have 2 styles. They have one which is
Can you make it your favorite things this year so I can
will.
try it?
I'm definitely going to do it. They have one that's more like for a sneaker one, and they just came out with one for like a ballet flat. It is so tiny, and it works great too. And you can even wear it with a ballet flat. I mean, which is like really deep toe cleavage.
If I
and
wore a
great.
ballet flat, that would be.
So Ondo Socks, Ondo. Oh, best damn socks. Those and Bombas.
Yeah.
There's your whole sock.
I will
wardrobe.
agree with you on Bombas. I like them a lot. They're tight on me. They're tight. I don't know what it is about.
I
have a hard time with
sized up in a
socks.
Bomba?
Yeah, maybe I do need to size up in a Bomba. I don't know.
Give you one of mine. And so I think that's what we were just going to cover today for We Tried It. We try so many things. We could do this entire podcast probably of We Tried It.
Yeah.
But these were just a couple of our latest and greatest. And some are out there. One I was going to talk about today, I've decided to kind of hold off because I haven't used it long enough. And just to let you guys know, is Crepe Erase. So one of the unfortunate things of, getting old and on top of that, having lost a lot of weight is I have crepey skin.
I have crepey skin too.
In my belly, on top of my legs, but especially my arms because I see my arms.
And I tried the one that is at
Miami MD, I think you tried.
What's the one at Costco that has a gold lid? It's about $100 a jar.
Yeah.
And I spent the $100 for the jar. It doesn't work for shit.
So this one been marketed to, it had, a gazillion 5-star reviews. I'm like, and it had a 60-day money back guarantee. So I'll try anything for 60 days. So I bought the entire, they said we're selling their system, right? It was like $120 intro rate system. It included, facial, neck. I really just cared about the Crepe Erase cream because the arms, it's like I'm sitting there moving my mouse sometimes. I will look down on my arm and be like, that's not my arm.
Mine is my
Shit,
neck.
that's my arm.
I feel like this makes me look so old.
So I've been using it now.
I understand why Diane, what's her name, wears turtlenecks all the time.
Yes,
Diane Keaton wears turtlenecks all the time because, this is like,
It
that
ages
really
you.
shows your age. Because she looks great other than that.
Well, even when you see people who have great fat plastic surgery, if they didn't also take care of the neck, it's almost like it looked like it was photoshopped.
Yeah.
Because the difference in the skin. Same with your hands. So
Yeah.
I'm trying it. I'm in week 3. I feel like it's making a difference,
Oh.
but I'm not sure. So I'm going to, jury's out. I've got.
Is it going to do anything about the flags?
Well, the flags, I have to have surgery to get rid of the flags.
I don't know how we get rid of the flags. If anybody knows how to get rid of the flags.
Let us know.
To
But
write
Crepe
in and tell
Erase
us.
is showing promise, but I don't want to.
You know what's funny? It's like,
Give it a full review.
not everybody has flags. Like, Suzanne does not have flags. Have you ever noticed that?
No.
She's got good arms.
Yes, she does.
I'm like, how does she get away with
So
that?
maybe it's an overall body fat thing.
Has
She's
she
just got
always
less
been
body fat.
thin her whole
I
life?
think she's
and
probably
never
been,
had
I've
the
never in all the years I've known her, I've never known her to her weight doesn't vacillate. Maybe that's the
Maybe
thing.
that's it. Yeah, because if you were ever skinny and then gained a little weight and then lost the weight back again.
But as I think about the rest of our friends, I mean, everyone's got a variation of flags flying.
Yeah.
So, but I'll talk more about Crepe Erase in coming shows. But right now, I'm giving it I'm intrigued. But I'm
maybe.
going to go the
It's a maybe.
full 60 days with it. And it's one of those, if you don't like it, you just mail back the empty containers.
So maybe by the time we do our next.
Next we tried it. I can give the Crepe Erase update on it.
Yeah.
It's like, I want it to work because I'm like, yay, work. But then a part of me is like,
everything
crap, if
works.
this works, it's another thing to add to my harem of $100 a month, I think is what it costs.
Yeah.
If you really do it. I'm like,
Which is what we're going to talk about, I think, next episode is talking about how much we battle. How much do you
Yes.
want to battle your age?
yes.
And not battle your age. or not, as the case may be. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so drink of the show. We're trying something new
It's
today.
gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's
But
gone.
Our drink of the show is actually, there's a trend out there right now for these non-alcoholic cocktails. So Blake Lively has a company. I believe hers is called something like Betty. What is Blake Lively's called? Happy Betty or something like that.
It is something like
I
that.
don't know it.
What's it? Oh,
I don't know it.
anyway, so she did a whole big campaign about it. And there's a brand called Moment, Moment. So I decided to buy the Moment drinks. And they're specifically called Moment Adaptogen drinks. And it's supposed to be, hey, in place of a cocktail, have this. And I bought the starter pack. I think it came with 12, 4 of each of their 3 flavors. So we are enjoying the hibiscus cherry, And you can drink it straight up. It comes in a can, or they have little recipes. And so I did one of the recipes today for this one. Sorry, I have cherry stuck in me.
I think it's the cherries.
Cherries making me phlegmy. And so this one I used frozen cherries, some lime juice, some honey, muddled all that together, and then mixed it in with the drink. And I'm enjoying it. It's got a nice fizziness to it.
This one is
not too sweet.
Is good. You served me up one, or I tasted one. You cracked one open on Friday night, and I tried it, and it tasted like medicine. It was gross.
Yeah. So they have a couple different flavors.
Like that. I did think it would be good with gin.
Yes. So we're kind of going against the. But not only are they meant to be a non-alcoholic cocktail, but if you want to make it a cocktail, it's got good things in it. Supposedly, it's got antioxidants.
Does it offset the booze in it? That would be nice.
Don't know about that. It's low calorie and like no added sugar. So as a mixer, especially if you did it with gin, it would keep the drink very
good,
and gluten free and all that kind of stuff. So
keep away from the gluten.
Definitely like some of the flavors. One is like lychee mint. I just don't like the
don't like mint
drink, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll give those away. But liking the hibiscus cherry.
It's a bummer because I love lychee, but I hate mint.
Don't mix the mint in it.
Yeah, I know. Like, why ruin a good lychee with mint?
So I would say for this one, I would definitely drink the hibiscus cherry on the regular. Is it worth $3, $4 a can or whatever the stuff is? Maybe not.
I would say not.
Although I'm going to try Blake Lively's
This
next.
is a delicious one.
Yes.
Whatever you've
I am going to try Blake Lively's next.
She's muddled this up nicely too into something that's drinkable.
And this was just one can, and it gave all four of us a cocktail. So the cans are tall and skinny. But So that's our drink of the show, the Momentum Adaptogen drink. Say that 10 times fast. Soup of the show. Elle, what do we got for our soup of the show? Vegetable soup. So a vegetable soup is, I always think of it as stone soup. If you remember the parable of stone soup.
Yes.
And it's because, you can have a recipe for it, but really vegetable soup is about what do you got on hand.
I usually clean out my freezer, like, whatever frozen vegetables you have in your freezer, whatever vegetables are going bad in your crisper.
Do you have some leftover pasta that you throw it in the soup? Give it
we got a can of corn that's been. That's kind of how I made my chili for Friday night. It actually turned out quite good. It's like whatever's left in the fridge. So I made vegetarian chili on Friday night.
We did soup
delicious
for game night, and so Elle brought vegetarian chili. I had lobster bisque, and we had broccoli cheddar, and we just did that with we did a bread
homemade bread. Yeah,
I had my sourdough, and Elle's husband made some.
Yeah, Casey has bought a bread maker. We had one years and years ago, and then now with Dylan making her homemade sourdough bread, he's been inspired. And while he and I do not have the time to make sourdough bread and knead and do all that stuff, he looked and researched, and he bought a bread maker, and he's loving it. He's loving having homemade bread and using really good flour and all of that sort of stuff.
The beauty of making your own bread is, if you ever read the labels on the bread you buy, oh my gosh, the amount of chemicals in there. And bread is really flour, salt, water, and then some sort of activator.
Yeast, yeah.
And it doesn't have to be so.
And when he's bought, like, if you buy the organic bread at Costco that is not supposed to have lots of other crap in it, it goes bad really fast. It goes bad, and then at Costco you buy 2 loaves of it, and it's bad by the time you get it home.
That's true.
Yeah. So so vegetable soup, I love it. I call it farty soup. Because I'll make it with cabbage, beans, broccoli, and cauliflower, and that's sometimes my vegetable soup.
Now
is
you're going to be
farty
able
soup.
for your week prior to your.
I'll make a farty soup.
You're going to make a farty soup for
I will
yourself.
make
and you're
farty
going to be
soup
living
for
off farty soup.
You're not going to want to be around me.
I'm going to be around a crabby and farty Elle for the week of that. That'll be a good time. We'll definitely have to record an episode during that one.
And no drinking either. Yeah, no alcohol. No, that's the liver cleanse I do is no drugs, no alcohol, no wheat, no meat, no dairy, no processed foods of any kind, no sugar, no alcohol.
No fun.
No fun. That'll be next week. That's next week's Joy of Joys.
Now, the book recommendation, this is all you. This is actually right after I met Elle. This was the first book you recommended to me as you realized we were kindred spirits or were getting a vibe. And at book club, you're like, man, I have this great book, but these people aren't going to be down with it.
Because we have a group of people that just do not like fantasy of any kind. And I'm a huge, like...
Same here.
You know, love me some J.R.
Menopausal
Tolkien.
witches and,
yes,
and
I like
sexy
menopause.
vampires. Sign us up.
I like anything to do with fantasy. I'm a huge geek when it comes to books.
Ditto. And so she recommended this one to me, and
I can't remember
loved it.
where I got that. It might have been one of the cousins' kids. My cousin's kids are all huge readers, and I believe...
And this is an old one. It's what came out like 7-8 years.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
The Gollum and the Genie, but it's spelled Gollum is Golem, and Genie is spelled Jinni, and it's by Helene Wecker.
It's really good.
Yeah, not super long, great story. Yeah, I loved it. Mm-hmm. Absolutely loved it. Highly recommend. Go find it. You can probably find it in the cheap section.
Yeah, and it has a nice message. I mean, everything about it is just an easy read.
Definitely.
I loved it. Okay.
And then let's talk about songs living rent-free in our heads.
What was my song?
There you go. Yours was apropos for the eclipse.
Oh, that's why I was thinking of it. Yeah, because as I'm sitting there staring into the sun, I was thinking of "Blister in the Sun" by the Violent Femmes. So that's what I was running through my head
Hum
today.
a few bars, Elle?
Like a blister in the sun. Big hands and know you're the one.
Yeah, really should be snaps and claps only over here.
That's a tough one to sing out loud.
And mine is from a band that I love. Some people hate Cake. Other people love Cake, the band.
I have a short dress and a long jacket.
Their most famous song is Short Skirt, Long Jacket. I think that one topped the charts or got pretty...
Didn't everybody own the Cake CD back in the 90s? I feel like everyone I know had that CD.
Had that one? It's got the little pig on it.
Yeah, I don't think
graphic.
I don't think I ever went to anybody's CD collection
And didn't see it?
and did not see that CD. I feel like that's one of those. And Sublime.
Oh,
like everybody
yeah.
had those 2 CDs.
Well, Cake, but I picked a little slightly more obscure song when I was listening to Cake the other day. I'm like, I like this one. It's called "Let Me Go," and
Oh yeah, I know that
Let
one.
me go.
Let me
I
go.
will walk you home. Anyway, "Let Me
Snaps
Go"
and claps
by
only
Snaps
over
and
there.
Claps only. To really take, but Cake, and that's one I would say do the discography for it. Just put in that Cake's.
Did I give you
shuffle.
that one to put in Polly?
I don't have that one for Polly.
I think I have that CD. Would you like that CD?
That would be a good one.
Pretty
It's a
sure I have Cake.
little more recent than what she is, but hey, love me some Cake.
Yeah.
And
In all its
both-
forms.
Yes, in all its forms. Give me some Cake, the
Edible
music.
cake.
Cake, the cake.
We can eat cake while we're listening to
to
cake.
Cake.
I'm sure there's a drink called Cake. We could drink.
You know
It'd
what?
be all about that.
I should have found. I'm going to have to find a
drink called Cake.
birthday cake. Well, they have like birthday cake vodka and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that's right. I actually have had that. It's delicious.
I think we're going to have that next time.
Yes. Next time on We Both Like Soup, we'll be eating cake.
We'll be eating cake, listening cake, and drinking cake.
There you go.
Good times. Well, I think that's all we've got for today.
Yep. I'm Elle,
I'm Dylan.
and we both
Both
love
love
soup.
soup.